So, you have reached max tier, but you're still not getting the recognition you deserve? Wondering what is the next level? And that is the question we're going to be tackling today. As I was writing this, I've realized that this is a question that comes up with just about every game that has an online component, and also oftentimes not followed up right, as such causing issues for both the player's career and the clan they're a part of. So, what is this proper path to follow after reaching the maximum level? In a lot of games, reaching the max level puts you in a bit of a limbo. After all, there are rarely tutorials telling you what to do next after you have played the game, oftentimes for hundreds of hours already. I've been there multiple times, and it is indeed where things start getting weird, because there's no longer a progress bar. Your progress can go up and down, your reputation becomes a big thing, but your next goal is becoming better and better and then reaching to the top. Now, that top is not always a good place because at some point it stops being a hobby. The game stops becoming a hobby and becomes a second job. So feel free to stop or even go back in this ladder as you see fit or as your life permits it. With that being said, let's get back to what to do after you've reached the max level or tier or whatever in the game's progression. First thing to do is to find out what is the endgame content is in that game, or which endgame content you want to do. In most games, that is player versus player, because that is one type of content that players generate themselves, and outside of constant balancing does not require any additional content on the side of developers. No matter what, the theory is the same. What you do is you go and research clans or /guilds that are recruiting, because this will allow you to improve yourself faster thanks to the advice of the more senior members. It is in everyone's interest for you to improve as a member. As such, first thing you need to look for is a clan that is willing to take you under its wing. In a large community, you will have clans that are elite or exclusive, which means you must have proven yourself before you can enter. However, unless the community is minuscule, there will be clans that are accommodating to new players. And in this case, that will be you. Even though you have hit the top level in comparison to someone who has been participating in tournaments, the difference between you and level 1 person is minuscule, at least to those people. I will explain why. When you do find a clan with a decent reputation and is doing higher level stuff, such as organized trainings and organized PvP or PvE content, that you wish to partake in, after you have joined, partake in those activities. Show yourself to other members in the best light that you can. Even if you have the social skills of a rock with anxiety, when you talk, focus on accomplishing the goal at hand. After all, at that point, they no longer become people who will judge you, but pieces on a chessboard. As soon as you realize how inconsequential individual people are, you will realize you have stopped being anxious. This, however, does not mean that you should abandon respect and courtesy, for even if you're interacting with a literal robot who will not return it, it is a matter of principle to treat others the way you wish to be treated. While you are going about your new activities and trainings, remember to take criticism. Note down your mistakes and work on them. You may end up repeating your mistakes, but as long as you try and fix them, step by step, no one worthy of respect will judge you negatively for it. We all have been through those mistakes. Depending on our past experiences and talents, we might have been there shorter, but we all have been there. And plateaus and hills in your skill will be present no matter what your level is. I would like to end right here for this week to give you some time to process and not drag this idea longer, and we will continue where we left off in part 2.